Whatever happened to Apollo Smile? Well, for starters, maybe we should start with who Apollo Smile was. She was a self-dubbed live-action anime girl who I first discovered hosting anime movie nights one summer in 1998 on the Sci-Fi Channel. Think Tom from Toonami, but a cute blonde who was pushing movies such as Urusei Yatsura's Beautiful Dreamer and Galaxy Express The 3-9. You know, things for us sophisticated Japanophiles of the 90s. Speaking of Japanimation, ew, such a gross term for anime. Paula Smile used to go to conventions such as Dragon Con and Animazement and entertain crowds by singing. You see, she was a singer way before she was a live-action anime girl. Get this, she had a song in the Tom Cruise movie Days of Thunder. How awesome is that? Her career as the otaku dream girl next door had some interesting moments, and it's kind of crazy. She had her own self-published comic detailing her science fiction space exploits, was an actress for both Japanese animation as well as American cartoon. And did I mention she had quite the extensive career voicing the Sega video game character Ulala in Space Channel 5? Her career as Ulala is actually where it was discovered that she had seemed to fall off the face of the earth, but maybe I'm getting ahead of the story? Paula Smile, the singer, voice actress, and even stunt woman, had seemed to retire quietly from that otaku, now weeb, idol lifestyle, except for a few appearances here and there. Appearances. She would crop up occasionally as Space Channel 5's Ulala. As Ulala, Apollo Smile saw her most recognizable fame, as Ulala almost got her own reporting show on MTV. But sadly, it never got past the pilot episode phase. Miss Smile would later be used for such Sega games as Sega Superstar Tennis, Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, etc. When she wasn't doing that, she apparently was teaching dance to children. Aww, imagine being taught how to dance by a woman who's been in a project with Michael Jackson. Space Michael? That must have been so awesome. Eventually, Sega wanted to make a brand new Space Channel 5, this time for VR. But much to their dismay, they were having a hell of a time finding her. They even went to video game news outlets and fans trying to find the live-action anime girl, but sadly had to recast her in 2019. I was one of those fans and I couldn't find her until someone tweeted at me that she was alive. I rejoiced until I discovered the person knew where she lived and even had her cell phone number. What? I was easily able to find that info using a different name for her and the city, and yeah, that was scary, and I didn't want to make an article or video for her own safety. There had been an interview from years past that had been taken down from YouTube, and I thought, maybe she wants to be out of the spotlight, and I don't want to dox her or anything, so guess I sit on this information? And then I discovered that she has a YouTube account for a new band that she forms with her husband. So, here's the information, I guess? Apollo Smile and her husband perform as a musical duo called Wingbeat. Her name is Paula Ann DeMonico, and her husband Dominic seem happy playing in Alabama. Her music genre has certainly seemed to change, as she is no longer that live-action anime girl of the late 90s and early 2000s that weebs like I fell in love with on television and at conventions. She seems to be living a loud, but somehow quieter life, and you know what? That's really awesome. Good for you, Paula. It honestly makes me wonder what it took for her to decide some of these major life changes, but you know what? We don't get to know that, and that's okay. It does make me wonder how long Gen X, Millennials, and Gen Z can go with our screen names and personas and etc. until we simply just can't anymore. I had a teacher my senior year who used to go to ACON, and I never understood why he stopped going to them until 2019 when I just couldn't go to any more anime conventions, it felt like. And then the pandemic happened. Anyways, goodbye, Apollo Smile, and thank you for helping me get into anime one summer in the 90s.
Until the next festival, for the Sci-Fi Channel, I'm Apollo Smile. Domo arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you very much. Ayasumi. Good night.